Hello and welcome to the 2022 One Acts Festival. It's been quite a journey to get here, and we couldn't be prouder of the show that this club has created. We'd like to take a moment to thank our stage managers, Ella and Michelle, and our amazing crew members, who are the backbone of every production and manage to do all of the sets, costumes, props, and tech in only 11 days. We'd also like to thank our backstage managers and our student business managers, who are making sure that our show night is running smoothly, and our directors and their cast members, who have worked so hard to put their shows together for you. Finally, we'd like to thank our technical supervisor, Mr. Eric Rodney, for the guidance he gives every production.
That said, we have a couple of announcements to make before the show begins. First, this performance consists of 4 one-act plays: Once Upon a Night, Setherfield Manor, Shmurder Shmystery, and Inspiration. There will be 2 shows each act, with a 10-minute intermission in between. During intermission, there will be concessions sold outside of the auditorium in the lobby. We ask that throughout the entire performance you keep your masks on and do your best to maintain social distancing, and that you please refrain from flash photography. The show will be recorded, and in the next few weeks, a DVD of the performance will be available to purchase. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Woo!
Hi everyone, my name is Karis, and I'm so excited for you all to see the show I wrote and directed all by myself, Once Upon a Night. This show is very serious, and it consists of everything from intense fight scenes to romantic entanglements. I definitely think this is one of the things in my life that I'm most proud of making, and I did it all by myself, so it was also a really difficult journey. So I want to thank everyone who helped me along the way, the producers, Allison and Kit, the stage managers, Michelle and Ella, Mr. Rodney, Mr. Goldsmith, Miss Pyre, Miss Fry, Mr. McDonald, and of course our incredible cast and crew. Ooh. Did you start without me? I think this is a practice run. No, this is the real one act. You started without me. I don't think I did. You know what, Paris? Frankly, I'm tired of you always taking credit for the things you do together! So everyone, how about that new Mitski album today? Yeah, well, I'm Victoria, and I'm one of the co-writers and directors of Once Upon a Night. I remember coming to One Acts when I was in middle school and my sister was in high school and thinking, I want to write one of those. And here I am 6 years later, and having written and directed one with one of my best friends, the late Paris. I just couldn't be prouder of everything we've managed to do together, and I'm so grateful for everyone who's helped us on this journey. So thank you to all of you guys. We love you so much. Have a great night. Anyways, enjoy the show, everyone!
Once upon a time, in a queendom in an exotic land far, far away called Delaware, we see bitter enemies, a knight and an outlaw, confronting for the first time and possibly the last.
At last, we finally meet my sworn enemy. I've been tracking you for fortnights, and you have evaded me at every grasp. But now that I have you all alone, we shall finally have our honorable duel.
Don't be a silly goose asking me. Click West Forest for a duel. I could capture you easier than you could say nightly duty. I already got the handcuffs. given up yet? I'm not hurting nobody.
I can't give up and let you go. I was sworn duty to protect every soul in this kingdom, and I shall die before I let harm to any of our innocent civilians. Do you mind?
Already getting distracted? Now there's your first mistake.
Not so fast.
Oh!
At last I have you where I want you. Completely at my mercy.
You sure this is your preferred position?
Shut your gullet! I've been dreaming of this moment for weeks. Absolutely nothing could spoil my satisfaction now.
Your regal and esteemed knight, Sir Harry. Your notorious and swift-footed outlaw, Clint West Forest. My sincerest apologies for my ill-timed arrival. The Queens have requested you to aid in a matter of utmost importance.
Good heavens! I shall go right away, as soon as I capture this rascal.
Oh, no. No, they want the both of you to join the quest.
What? Are you kidding me? I'm a knight. He's an outlaw. I work for the country, and he only works against it. There's absolutely no way I can work with him.
You think I want this any more than you do? Seems like neither of us much want to be partners in crime.
Oh, I've already gone through the hell of suburban Delaware just to get here. My throat is so dry, and I've already run out of Earl Grey tea, and that's brave with an E, mind you, and Peppa Pig was on the telly this morning, my crumpets, but, and I
All right. I'm in. On one condition. You gotta let me go as soon as I complete your quest. I ain't even done nothing illegal.
Excuse me? You've committed a myriad of crimes against humanity. This long list includes running on semi-private property, hurdling over small children, pushing over small children, bullying small children, and cutting small children. In line.
Now hear me out, man. It was just one kid, and he had a really ugly mother.
Never fear, Clint. The Queens have already declared that you will be pardoned once you complete this quest.
All right.
Fine. I'll go too. But only because the Queens ordered it.
Good. Now, off you go. After all, the Queen's summoning is the most important event that occurred today.
Don't expect me to get along with you. I'm only doing this for the Queendom.
Don't worry about finding me. This isn't about me right now. Let's focus on our knight and outlaw. The unlikely duel enters the throne room of the castle, ready to meet the royal queen. Queen Q-Dogg rules with a laid-back fist, and Queen Yassica is known for speaking her mind without a filter. Currently unsure of what the quest is, the knight and outlaw will soon find out what they're getting themselves into.
Your Majesty. I am a sworn knight of the Order of North Delaware, a member of the Ward of Protectors in the House of Gryffindor, Order of the Jedi, and an ENFP. I am Sir Harry McKnighty.
That was totes embarrassing. Anyways, and you are?
Clint West Forest. Your Majesty.
Thank you guys so much for pulling up. We think y'all are dope. Our knight, because he works so hard, despite his lack of skills. And our outlaw for his awesome skills, despite his lack of work for the good of the queendom.
Hey!
accidentally made too many? I'll take that as a no.
Does he always come in and announce his thoughts like that?
Yeah, constantly.
What even are crumpets?
They're these roady British pastries. We're unfortunately way too familiar with them because our daughter has been making them a lot recently.
Yeah, and it tastes like dookie. OMG, this week has been so awful. This thirsty guy won't stop making Earl Grey tea and crumpets and interrupting our conversations. Our daughter goes missing. We have to enlist an incompetent knight and a stupid criminal to save her. And even worse than that, we find out our magical ring has gone missing too.
The princess is missing? I shall search the kingdom far and wide. I shall search every nook and cranny.
Hey! Did you say something else went missing too?
Yeah, TBH, this is like the whole point of your quest, but you have to keep it on the DL. TBH, this could low-key, high-key, and our entire society as you know it.
It's really sick, actually.
There's this magical ring that has the ability to completely destroy the queendom in the wrong hands.
Yeah, like I said, really sick.
It's called the McCudden. The literal fate of our queendom is at stake with the missing McCudden.
Hey, why is the MacGuffin called the MacGuffin? Seems that means it was a MacGuffin, and somebody named MacGuffin. Hey, maybe the guy himself is called MacGuffin, and named it MacGuffin after his very own MacGuffin. MacGuffin!
Do you mean to tell me that your daughter goes missing the very same day the most powerful ring in the kingdom goes missing as well?
Maybe the same person that kidnapped the princess stole the ring. Perhaps they're trying to destroy this queendom by a hook or by a crook.
I have to say, it sounds pretty sus. Maybe there's an imposter in our kingdom.
Has anyone seen my copy of Mary Rotter and the Philosopher's Stone?
No, he don't gonna be the imposter. IMO, he's deaf too stupid.
No cap, but he's got like no skill game.
Well, has anyone seen it?
No, you biatch! Get the hell out!
Bruh, why is he always here? It is beyond the Duke's hours. He isn't even getting paid.
And to make things worse, he's British. That man is so dang annoying.
Anyways, can we trust you two with this mission?
You better not do us dirty. If you fail, we'll put you on blast. LOL.
Well, I would like to no longer be wanted in the state of Delaware. Plus, it's not even half bad as long as you don't mind working with a criminal like me.
Well, I must admit, Your Majesties, he isn't like any normal criminal. He has a long, long sword. I've seen some myself. I mean...
What?
I was just practicing my entrance.
Your Majesties, I shall return your daughter to you, find the missing ring, and restore safety to all denizens of this queendom. Thank you for entrusting me with this vital quest.
Young blood is so super weird now.
And so they went, these two companions on the beginning of their journey to find the missing princess, and each with their separate goals to gain respect and freedom. It wasn't long, however, before they came upon their very first obstacle, a mysterious bridge.
What is that?
Partner, it seems to me like it's a bridge!
Well, why don't we go together? You know, on the count of 3. 3, 2,
go!
Who goes there? Travelers? Alas, you shall not pass.
But we gotta. We're on a quest.
Oh, well, in that case you shall pass. But first, you must answer a tricky question. No drama or sass. Listen closely to my clues, as they may be the way to get through. An eater, lacking mouth or even maw, yet trees and beasts to it are daily bread. Well fed.
Who even are you?
I'm the troll, who sleeps under the bridge.
You sleep under there? Sweetheart, you doing all right?
There, it fell off.
I'm made beneath the bridge, my bed, sad in my head, my heart filled with dread. My wife kicked me to the curb. How absurd. She said I spoken. What was the word? Fiddle. I remember. She called them riddles.
Have you tried speaking, I don't know, normally?
Yeah, just say whatever the hell you mean.
The hell I mean, whatever?
What the criminal advised was shockingly correct. I learned the essential lesson of communication in the Popular Scroll's Top 10 Ways to Save Your Family Marriage.
Here, pretend I'm your wife, and practice telling her that you love her.
Oh, to be or not to be in love.
Halt! Stop with the long-winded musings. Here, watch this. I love you. I've loved you since the first moment I set eyes on you. Then insert whatever your wife's name is. Repeat after me. I love you.
You. I love you. I love you. And I love you. Oh, I cannot wait to go home and tell my wife I love her. Also, I think my inability to communicate is not something that can be simply addressed by two travelers. And I need to go to therapy to unpack all the childhood trauma that caused this. Yay!
I must say, you did mighty fine there, partner. Even if it seems like you got a bit too into character.
Well, no, it would.
And so, our heroes save a troll's marriage and continue to search for the missing princess, all while navigating palpable romantic tension that they both refuse to acknowledge, and even I can see it, and I'm just the narrator.
Hey, look at all this stuff. 2 cups of hot Earl Grey tea. Plate of crumpets. A ring box. This must be the missing ring the Queen's mentioned.
The princess! We must rescue her immediately!
No! You, can't save me right now. It could be booby-trapped. Yeah, booby-trapped. Between me and you guys.
But we must bring you home.
Bring me home. Did my mother send you?
Yes, and I have sworn duty to follow all their commands. Wonder how long she's been tied up there. She must have been so terrified, waiting for us heroes to come and rescue her?
If only there was some way to untie her.
Do you know of any way to disarm the booby traps, milady?
I don't think you should do anything. It's just too dangerous.
But
I'm fine here. Just keep thinking. Over there. The ring is mine now, and nothing can stop me from making my own decisions. I wasn't sure who those randos were, so I cleverly pretended to be tied up to gauge their loyalties. But it seems to have been set on the orders of my mother's, and will do anything to bring me back. Nobody has realized the true reason why I've left yet. But it won't be long before they piece it all together, especially because I took the ring, which means there's only one thing left to do.
Hey, don't you think this whole situation seems a little fishy?
so too? I can't help but feel something is just off with the princess.
She's tied up like a rowdy donkey at a fair. And I mean, although, you know, there are some people, I'm not saying me, but there are some people who may be, you know, like, into that sort of thing, which would alleviate some of the worry, but not me, but just, well, you know what I mean?
No.
Anyways, why was the ring just sitting there on the table? Who could get to it and the princess inside the castle and bring them here?
And why was there a plate of crumpets? Ropes! This rope doesn't have any knots in it. Almost as if no one was ever tied up.
Forget the ropes. Where's the princess?
This ring will be mine forever! Don't worry, my love. There were some pesky visitors, but I took care of them. They can't interfere with our plans anymore.
What on the Queen's land occurred?
That slithering snake pulled a fast one on us.
She must have stolen the rings and just faked her own kidnapping to throw us off the scent.
If there were 2 cups, who was she in cahoots with?
No. All I know is this ruins my plan. Not for you distracting me. I would have captured the princess and earned the Queen's respect by now.
Then why don't you go and save her yourself? After all, you're the one who works for the queendom so hard. So why don't you work a little harder and go get her yourself? Oh wait, you're literally attached to me here.
Well, I wanted to do this alone in the first place. Why did you even join anyway, huh? Shouldn't you be off making the world harder for the rest of us?
What are you saying?
You're a criminal, and you always will be.
The biggest crime I committed is thinking we were partners.
Get your weapon. We were never actually tied up, were we?
She did the same exact thing. Again!
Well, you didn't notice the ropes weren't tied.
Holy cow, are you kidding me? This is why nobody respects you. All you do is blame other people when you fail.
Good to know you think of me that way too. Just like everyone else. Nobody respects me. Hell, I don't even respect myself.
Sure, I mean, I may be recognized. There'll always be a criminal in everybody's minds. At least you work hard for this queendom. I've never done anything noble in my life.
For once, I want to be respected and acknowledged. People see me as a knight first and a person second.
I want to be seen as more than my persona too. I want to be able to admit I lack pride and prejudice without questioning my entire identity.
Like
greatest scroll of all time.
Well, I must admit, I was a little harsh on you, I suppose. You do have some redeemable qualities. You were able to evade my capture, which is highly impressive, by the way.
You're more than a city slicker knight yourself. Sure, you're a terrible fighter, but you work harder than anyone I've ever met. We make a damn good partnership, if I do say so myself.
Oh, we should get back to our important quest.
Oh, yeah, the princess. She's still out there. Let's go.
Everyone is against us, but I don't care. I love you so much.
To what do I owe this sudden declaration of love?
I've loved you for the past 6 years, and I won't ever stop. So, I found a little something on my mother's that I thought you'd really like, and I want to ask you a really important question. Oh no. The ring. The ring. How can I propose without a ring?
What did he say? Are you well?
Yes. 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 I just need a moment. Actually, I'm feeling a little thirsty. If you go make me some of your Earl Grey tea.
Oh, you do so much, my love. I will go make some at haste.
Hey, princess! Looking for this?
You extinct.
The jig is up. We know your entire plan.
You can't stop me. Okay, maybe you could literally kill me right now. But before you do anything, answer me this. What's going on between you two? Like, I mean, you shared a romantic moment before, thereby escalating the tension, but like now it's a bit awkward, like maybe you don't know how to address it. You should take some time to discuss.
We're just partners. Deputized by the Queen. Hey, she got away! Again!
Hey, I only let certain people handcuff me and get away with it.
Why do you have to come and ruin my plans? You can't stop destiny.
Your destiny is to serve the best interests of the Queendom. All we want is for you to return the ring.
Wow. I thought my mothers cared about me, but clearly all they care about is the ring.
Of course, they only give a hoot about the ring. What you're trying to do is play me.
Stop the violence! What on earth is this for?
Not you again!
We're here to stop her evil plan of ending the Queendom with the magical ring the McCudden. That can destroy the whole Queendom if in the wrong hands.
Magical ring that can destroy the whole queendom! I was just trying to propose to my boyfriend!
He's your boyfriend?
You were about to offer my hand in marriage?
Oh, frickety, frackety, like a fool! I wasn't supposed to say that. Look, I didn't want it to happen like this. I just had to get away from my mothers because I hadn't told them about our relationship yet. And I was scared they found out and sent them to break us up and bring me back. Evidently not. Look, I'm sorry for handcuffing you two. I really thought you were here to break us up.
You have never informed your princess of a bond? Why, we have spent the last 6 autumns together, and I even showed you my secret Earl Grey tea collection. My one duty in life is to announce the truth, and you know this, and we've even made a promise to each other that we would always speak truths.
I don't understand. Are you mad at me? I did all of this for you!
Mad? This is mighty betrayal. I don't know if I can marry someone who lies.
doesn't matter. I faked a kidnapping, stole my mother's ring, I ran away from my entire life as a princess for him.
I reckon he doesn't need for you to do all that for him.
I just don't know how to live up to be the perfect princess my parents want me to be.
Well, I get your drift more than you'll ever know. But you can be a princess in love with a hair. Just like I can be an outlaw in love with a...
Why does she need to lie to me and keep us a secret? It makes me feel as if my love cannot fill the whole of a heart.
Sometimes we keep what we love the secret the most because it makes us vulnerable. But you have to take risks and accept love's uncertainties.
You got somebody who loves you for who you are, loves you for more than just your persona.
Someone who's willing to risk everything for you, to join you in your life.
Marry
them.
Are the premarital troubles occurring? If you need advice, riddle yourself this and you'll know if your love is right. Look in front of you. Do you see someone who respects you, who understands you, who frees you? Can you hear it in the silence? Feel it on the way home, or see it with the lights out? If so, I hereby pronounce, you are in love.
Respectfully, who even are you?
I am a newly certified marriage counselor. That speech was just a small excerpt from my new scroll, Top 10 Riddles to help you save your failing marriage. Now available in a scroll store near you.
While not ideal, if necessary for your well-being, for the sanctity of this relationship, I can keep our bond confidential. I don't want to pressure you.
No, I'll tell my mom, and I don't care if you disagree. I'm so sorry for lying. No more secrets.
No more shall be.
Seems like it's all resolved. You ready to redo the proposal?
Halt! In order to be completely honest with you, I do have a sin to confess, and I have never, ever revealed this deep, horrible, dark secret to anyone. But if we are to get married, I suppose I must tell you this, and, well, you see, it's that I am not British. My parents are fully Delawarean, but I watched you as Peppa Pig when I was a wee little boy, and I thought it would give me street credit, and I sincerely hope that you can forgive me for all of my faults.
Actually,
As I know this is my main attractive quality.
I wouldn't say that.
This is why your parents like my presence.
I would say the opposite, actually.
Wow, that was really good to get off my chest, and I hope that you can...
Please, stop talking. I also have a secret I need to confess. I never liked Earl Grey tea. I only drank it because I liked you. And I don't care that you're not actually British. British people are actually so sweet.
Please stop talking. That's relieving. A bit hurtful, but relieving.
Oh, get married already, you singing lovebirds.
Will you marry me?
I shall.
In the spirit of secrets, I think I got one for you.
I have something to confess to you as well.
You
go
go
first.
And so, it seems that it's happily ever after for all of our characters. Even for me.
I must say, congrats to our material girl! OMG, this is just like Kim and Kanye's wedding. Let's hope it ends up better than them, though. LOL.
And we're proud of our son, too. Bro, forever in our fam.
Not really an objection, but okay. Anyone else have any other messages?
Love comes from the most unexpected places and the most unexpected people. To the couples that made us believe in love.
We love you. Most starving.
We all have shared opinions about this marriage, but considering there are no actual objections, I now pronounce you unionized. You may now kiss one another. Just so you know, my wedding officiating schedule is wide open, and I'm certified for another year. Sorry, still working on subtlety a bit.
So, any thoughts on a date?
I gotta check my schedule first. I reckon I might be busy bullying small children.
Well, I can't set a date if no one's asked me yet. Just saying, no.
Would you marry me if I asked?
Only for my partner in crime.
The end.
Hello, I'm Daniel, writer and co-director of Setherfield Manor. This amazing cast, this spectacular crew, and this marvelous co-director have managed to bring this play to life in a way that has amazed me beyond belief. Our cast has managed to survive through a tumultuous rehearsal schedule. The crew and the producers have amazingly not chopped my head off for my late replies to emails. My co-director, Claire Johnson, has managed to tirelessly coordinate and prepare our cast for several months. A year ago, I turned my scribblings on a page into a play, but it is everyone toiling these past few months that has miraculously turned that play into a performance. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Claire, co-director of Setherfield. First of all, I'd like to thank you all for being here and for coming out and supporting us. I'm so glad we got to have an audience at this show. I'd like to thank our cast for working so hard to create this incredible play, crews for turning this play into a performance, our tireless producers Allison and Kit, Miss Pyre and Mr. Letourneau for supervising our rehearsals, and most of all, Daniel, my co-director. Thank you so much for choosing me to direct this play with you and for allowing me to partake in this incredible experience. Thank you all so much for being here and enjoy the show.
As stated in your haunted house realty forms, this here is Setherfield Manor. It's so perfect, you'll never live to write a bad review. Just one more little thing before I go. I would suggest that you do not go into the room at the top of the stairs. It said that a terrifying demon lives up there, so you definitely do not want to take this key right here, wiggle it just a bit until you hear a click, and then enter the room to awaken the demon. Any problems that you have can be answered by the morgue down the street. Have a spook of a time.
So, we're definitely going into that room, right?
Definitely.
Hello, folks. I'm Godzilla, your narrator. To your question of why is Godzilla the narrator of a high school theater production, I answer with a question of my own. Mind your own business if you know what's good for you. Now, I know what you're thinking. How did a bunch of college students get a place as great as this? Well, this group had a special deal at the Haunted Realty demonic creation.
Wait, is that Kermit the
For copyright reasons, this here is Crumpet be a dog.
Olive? That's not a dog.
Of course he is.
And so, the college students and Crumpet settled into their new home. Let's see what these kids are up to now. Let's start with Pierre.
You know, it is truly remarkable that no one has thought of the brilliance of what I'm currently doing. I mean, we're at the top of the food chain, and not a single person until me has thought about the brilliance of creaming their orange juice. And now I'm sorry, I must be having another zesty cream juice-induced hallucination, or you just said something you shouldn't have. I'm sorry, what was that? Oh, you know what happens when someone insults my grandmother's bingo skills!
Now, I'll save you the experience of watching a 20-something-year-old man throw his hand in a blender. But I just want you to know that actually happened. Pierre fought a blender, and he didn't even win.
What happened? Look at my hands!
Yeah, dude, you really need to learn how to cut your fingernails.
Huh? Oh!
What happened to it?
Demon with my head up.
What would a demon want with your hand?
I don't know, I'm not a hand expert.
But where'd they go?
They went into the weird room that the creepy lady told them.
Yes, finally! An excuse to go into the room we were specifically told not to go into.
I don't know if we should do that. Maybe we can just let the demon have my hand.
Dude, demons aren't scary. Just look at Crumpet.
Oh, no. See, this was no little nerdy demon. This was the demon asshole.
Okay, Pierre, we get it. You won't mess with the demon.
Okay, good, because I have some unfinished business with a blender.
Of course, Hazel and Musty fully intended to look for the demon. So, that night, while everyone was asleep, the two of them snuck into the room to search for the hand. Of course, they found nothing and reluctantly returned to bed. Little did they know that they had awoken the owner of this very mansion, Setherfield. Only 200 years ago, Seth lived at this mansion. Back then, Seth lived peacefully.
Repeat after me. Nevermore. Nevermore. Oh man, this is really gonna freak someone out one of these days. Fly, my pretty!
But it was only once he was dead that he decided to make something of himself. Enrolling in Ghost College, he graduated Demons University in 1960 and was now a certified demon. Unfortunately, much like Tom Cruise the entire time he was alive, Seth's demonic form looked human except for the lack of light behind his eyes, so he hid away in this manner to avoid suspicion. Seth stayed here for decades, resting in his room and listening as crowds of runners came and went. Over the years, he perfected his villainous laugh and caught up with modern culture. When the next group of runners
finally came, he was going to be the next best horror villain, like Frankenstein's monster, Jason Voorhees, or E.T. He was going to be the most cunning, most terrifying, most amazing monster the world had ever seen.
Oh, man. Looks like my knees have gotten a little weak. Those coffin rats really are brutal on the joints. Let's see what my victims are up to now.
Now, it's not a classic like baby's first blood sacrifice, but I suppose this will have to do. It's called the part of the horror story where the killer sneaks up on a victim who refuses to turn around. Her name was Olive.
A victim who comes with narration.
And the demon was an ugly, nasty, totally unfashionable little imp of a man.
Now wait a second.
Who are you?
Well, I was the man who was about to murder you, but now I think I get a little look at this little book. This is heinous.
I agree. The illustrator got your proportions all wrong. The same thing happens to Crumpet all the time, doesn't it?
You know, you're pretty cool. Oh, do you mind if that is to say, would you be terribly offended if I didn't murder you?
Oh, look, it's the demon. What a nasty, ugly, totally unfashionable little imp of a man.
That's it! The 4 college students trembled in terror as they realized that the tall, handsome, unnaturally pervalicious brick wall of a man was going to make them wish they were never born.
Come on, bro. That's scary. Can't you read something a little happier?
Come on, what is this, a horror story?
This is the part where you run! Idiots.
Okay, don't you have like a senior citizen bingo night to go to or something?
Try to talk! Can you please quiet down so I can threaten you?
Now, one might wonder why Seth did not just kill the children instead of senselessly attempting to reason with them. It's anyone's guess why he didn't just do that. Maybe it was because he was just too good at heart, like the Grinch. But, less seductive. Now,
bro! You stabbed the Geico lizard!
The Geico lizard is just a fairy tale.
Like Ella. Run away from the man with the knife!
So, do you want to play Parcheesi?
If I were running from a serial killer, where would I escape? Audience, do you see an exit? I'm sorry. I couldn't hear you over the governing blender! I have stuck my hand. I've divided, and it still stands. It's almost like a human. Like, I'm going to destroy you, you creepy human blender thing.
Man, you're pretty stupid, aren't you?
Yeah, my mommy says, you're a murderer!
That's right! And now, I'm finally going
gut me like the fish that I caught at the aquarium. I want to guess who the secret killer is. Okay, so every horror story has a secret killer. Psycho has its psycho, Star Wars has Jar Jar Binks, and I want to guess who the secret killer of this story is.
There's no secret killer. You can see my face. It's me.
No, let's see. Who would have the motive? I mean, everyone is jealous of like my rocking hair and like my awesome bod.
Child,
but
I'm
like,
holding an axe. How is this what you're thinking about?
That sounds like something Wesley would say. What do you think, Blender?
Ugh! You're ruining my entire murder spree! I just want to stab you!
Well, that's heavy, dude.
Yes, it is. Man, why did I stand in front when the murder's happening? I can't see!
I don't actually want to die. I've never even had a hot, steamy, problematic romance. I've let my hero Edward Cullen down.
Stop talking!
Maybe it's not too late for romance after all. You're in a dark room. You're a hot 1800s man. I'm the dude who just stuck his hand in a blender. Maybe we can...
Just let me kill you!
Well, as you may recall, I was very rudely stabbed a few minutes ago. My manager has told me that death does not exempt me from my contract, so I am still your marrier. Oh, look who it is, Mr. I killed Godzilla. Do you understand what you did?
Did I, kill Godzilla?
You did! And now you're gonna pay.
Come on, I think we both know that ghosts can't hurt the living.
Oh yeah? Did that hurt?
A little. Someone's in the hole!
Wait, I didn't get to kill you? What kind of elitist?
Oh, we need a way over here. Why such a hurry?
This little scary movie thing might have been funny before, but I think this guy's serious. He's actually trying to kill us.
Ah! I got you!
Wait. Your shoes untied. You know, we wouldn't want you tripping during a suspenseful chase scene now, would we?
We absolutely would not!
So let me tie up those loose laces.
You know, that was actually really nice of you. I think I'll give you two a head start. Oh, come on! That was uncalled for! I just want to live out my horrific serial killer fantasy in peace. Is that too much to ask for? Huh? I just feel like giving up.
You sad, Seth?
Yes, Ghost of James Monroe. I am.
Would it help if I talked about the Missouri Compromise? That only calms you down.
No, not this time. James, have you ever had to deal with a moral quandary?
Why, yes, I think I did.
Like whether someone's life or your temporary happiness are more important?
Well, Seth, when I was drafting the Monroe Doctrine, which was genius, by the way, I asked myself, do I really want to do this? Or do I just want to go on another murdering spree and blame it on the British again?
You were a serial killer?
Of course I was. I was in politics. Now my boyfriend Daniel Tompkins told me, you need to remember that the Monroe Doctrine is going to annoy all of Europe, while murdering your enemies is only going to annoy them. You do what you think is best, sweetheart. I'm going to go fall off all course again, because apparently that's something I do. Man, I sure hope all these falls don't somehow come back to bite me at some point. I took that advice to heart. I passed the Monroe Doctrine and killed a bunch of people.
Did you ever have a cool serial killer nickname?
You ever heard of the Zodiac Killer? What I'm trying to say is, this world is never going to remember you if you don't mess things up, and I never did that enough in my life because who cares about James Monroe? You know who people care about? The Zodiac Killer. They've been trying to decipher his cryptograms for years, but they never decipher my amazing speeches or my cute little jawline. I tried to tell those people in the 1960s that I was James Monroe, but they never even listened. As the U.S. President, I urge you to mess this country up as much as possible. You can't let the politicians do all the work. Now, goodbye, Setherfield.
That man inspires me every day. If James Monroe wants me to murder a bunch of innocent children, I absolutely will do it.
I will now be auditioning for the role of that one obnoxious dude or dog puppet in the horror movies that messes everything up and gets people killed.
Crumpet, help us!
No.
What? Crumpet? We know you're a quadruple black belt. We need you to stop Seth from killing us.
What is death but the absence of life? Please just tell us your phone or something. Like this phone that I conveniently have and have not mentioned until this moment is the story?
Yeah, I think that's the one. Well, it's at a bed.
No, it's not. I can see it right there.
What are you... What did you do that for? We could have called the police.
That's why she did it, idiot.
Okay, now you're both gonna die. There! What? You're dead!
Okay, no. So, see, you only stabbed one of my limbs, but I have like 3 more, so it's all 10. I mean, maybe you'll have better luck with these 2.
Pierre, aren't you gonna help us?
And risk dying? You wish.
Seth's gonna kill you anyways.
Wait! I gotta take this. Hello?
My car's extended warranty? And you just need my credit card details. Well, I'm sorry to say, but I actually do not have a car. Or a credit card. Would you recommend one? I guess it cut out. Wait, where'd it go? Couldn't we just run away?
No, we need to finish this.
You know, I never finished Seinfeld. And now there's like some measly imp of the demon is trying to kill me. I might like never will.
Hey, Pierre. While we're on the subject of demons trying to kill us, we're really sorry we ruined this whole day.
Nah, what do you mean?
Well, after you told us about the demon ripping your hand off, we sort of woke him up.
That's sort of why Seth is chasing us?
Oh, well, on the subject of secret share, no one actually ripped my hand off.
It's still there?
Oh, no. So, see, I got into a fight with a blender, and it didn't quite go how I expected it to.
How did you expect it to go, Pierre?
Well, I mean, I expected to beat it up, and then, like, the Rocky music would play. I mean, like...
I found you! Ooh. Now, since I'm getting pretty tired, we're gonna play one last game. No! Psychological torture!
That's the same thing!
One of you has to die, while the other 2 get to escape. It's up to you 3 to decide who to sacrifice.
We think Pierre should die.
I also think that.
Are you sure you don't want to think a little harder?
Pierre stuck his hand in a blender. He deserves to die.
We need torture! Is it torture if you all agree?
Well,
What if you make Pierre kill one of us? You know, then we would really be scared.
Wait! That's genius!
Wow. This is an honor. How do I decide?
You kill the serial killer. Is that not?
Oh!
Why don't you use the knife?
You think one of these plot knives is actually real?
Oh, why is the 7 fists to the eye always the worst?
Okay, you know, I'm getting really tired to listen to this guy suffer. Do you guys just want to get some food or something? Yeah, we have no money.
Well, that concludes the fascinating tour of Setherfield Manor. After the events of the story, Pierre went on to manage a company for durable gloves. Hazel became a professional escape artist. Crumpet killed a man, and Wesley developed an inexplicable fear of getting stabbed. Oh, and Olive, she made her greatest creation yet.
Now, of course, for copyright reasons, this here is Ricky Rat.
And as for me, I think I'll go star in another mediocre movie. Good night, y'all!
We will now be having a 10-minute intermission. To start our intermission, we will be having a light show by our running crew.
This is Corrigan, and we wrote and directed Shmurder Shmystery.
And I'm Corrigan.
Wait, what? I just said that. No, but you have to listen.
Well, back in the summer, I asked Sagar if he wanted to write the script for a one-act. And he said...
I said yes, that's why we're here.
Aw, he said yes.
Before the show begins, we wanted to thank a few people without whom it would not have been possible. All of the lovely people on crew, my incredibly talented cast who are a pleasure to direct, Mr. Rodney for supervising us, Miss Eiler, Mr. Davis, and Miss Adams for letting us use their rooms, Soren for being nice, and of course our wonderful producers, Allison and Kit.
And also our wonderful producers, Allison and Kit.
It's on the corner.
Now, some people say I'm not cut out to direct a one act.
Well, anyway, thank you all for coming. We all put a lot of work into this show, and we really hope that you enjoy it. Thank you. Our curtain is open on our old man's estate, where 4 guests have been invited for dinner. Each of them have their own connections with this old man, and they ponder their invitations as they arrive at his estate. The first one to arrive is the gardener.
I'm the gardener, hi. I work these lands with dirt. Plants my hands have hardened. I've gardened thoroughly, but I'm afraid of arriving a bit too early. Why am I weak? I work real hard, but I'm hardly a partier. I'm a blue-collared gardener who remains in this yard. Only since across and remains restored without a care in the world. But I have a feeling someone's gonna die, but it won't be me because I don't know why anyone would go to the trouble of murdering me. But I guess we'll see.
The second guest to arrive is the old man's neighbor. To arrive is the old man's business partner.
Good evening. What kind of party is this? I'm the old man's business partner. We do business. We started our business and we grew our business and we love our...
What kind of business?
That's none of your business. We summited the mountain of wealth we climbed, so he had built his bank account when his health declined. He retired due to stress and he goes for walks while I work, and he still owns half the stocks. I have a feeling someone's gonna die, but it won't be me because I don't know why anyone would go to the trouble of murdering me, but I guess we'll see.
And the final guest to arrive is the old man's daughter-in-law.
I'm the in-law, and it's been a long time since I've seen you. Man, I've always liked you. He's all you can have in-law. And I'm in love with his parents. They're so cute. So adorable. Literally, the cutest things you have ever seen. I think I have a problem. They're really adorable. And now the thing is,
that. Don't worry, everyone. I'm in business. And I know how these things work. He can't just do that. He definitely can't do that. You would need a lawyer, witnesses, all sorts of things. You can't just wake up one morning and say, I've decided to remove you off my will. Heck, if you could do that, we would always be removing people from our will all day, every day. How would anything get done? Worry not, everyone. As someone in business, I can assure you that he cannot do that.
I've made an appointment with my lawyer tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning. He will bring his assistant to the house as the second witness, and the old will that lists each of you as beneficiaries will be destroyed and replaced with a new one.
Can you do that?
Excuse me, sir, but are you saying that the four of us were the only people you were giving any money to?
Yes, that is correct. The money would have been divided evenly among each of them.
But why me? I'm just a lowly gardener. I tried my best to tend to the vegetables and the flowers, keep the carrots juicy and the tomatoes ripe. And I admit, I always hoped you'd leave me a little something, but what did I ever do to deserve so much?
So much? As far as I understand, your lovely employer has decided to leave you with, how much was it? Right, 0. So why not quit your praises and ask me the more important questions? Why is he cutting us all off? What did any of us ever do to him? And who'll be getting our money instead of us?
According to the will that will become official tomorrow morning, all of my assets will be provided to an organization.
Oh, an organization. I think I might have an idea of what organization this might be. Something to do with you and me. Something to do with business, perhaps. Might not this mysterious organization be our company?
No. The organization shall be the International Society for the Preservation of the Health of Ferrets.
My good neighbor, you must be joking.
You'd like to believe that, wouldn't you? I'm sure you're deeply emotionally opposed to any organization that tries to, God forbid, help society's most vulnerable.
And by most vulnerable, you mean?
Ferrets.
Right.
Speaking of which, where are your ferrets, old man? I remember last time I was here, they'd been right over there, and they'd been so cute, and I'd pet them, and fed them, and given them little kisses, mwah, mwah, mwah. And, yeah. Where are they?
My ferrets died last month.
Oh my God, I am so sorry. That is so terrible. I cannot imagine going through that. If you need any help, you can always call me.
Please, sit down.
Look here, I was thinking, those ferrets must have been pretty old. I mean, I remember we gave them to you, well, it must have been around 20 years ago. I'm sure they had a long and happy life. You always took such good care of them.
You'd like to believe that, wouldn't you?
Believe what?
That they died of old age, of natural causes?
Well, how else could they?
Enough of this. Let's get back to business. Do you really mean to tell me, your longtime business partner, who you've known since business school, with whom you started your first business, that money that could have gone into our business is being thrown away?
Well, I wouldn't call it thrown away, per se. It seems to me...
Step aside, everyone. I'm in business, and I know what to do in these situations. She must have had a heart attack and needs CPR.
My dear business partner, there's no use. This poor woman is dead.
But how? Why? None of this makes any sense, and I, for one, don't like it one bit.
Yes, it is rather odd, isn't it? Why would anyone want to kill my gardener? Did she do something or upset anybody?
It seems rather obvious to me. The gardener, the person sitting next to the old man, was the one killed. I think that one of you was trying to kill him and accidentally killed the gardener.
And we would want to kill him because...
Because he's about to remove us all from his will. That's why someone might know. I was just saying, hypothetically...
Howdy, sir. How are you doing?
I
What
see.
is your business here in my...
I see. Like the bruise on your face for the lace on your shoes. There's cases of music, and music has on my brain, and the other hand is trying not to laugh at your pain. Detectives are trees that you mistake for a forest, we're not the same, so we're lame, so take a break for a chorus. The life of a detective is hard unless you're a real detective, cause nothing is expected of you except who did the crime. I'm proud to proclaim I figure now all the time, so the life of this detective is not that bad. You're probably wondering, is this difficult? Well, I'll just say that wobbly wondering is typical. My job is understood because people like the media clowns make you think you're surrounded by Encyclopedia Browns. I like to read you an ounce of the pounds of my notes that I took in my notebook while speeding around. I feel the cool breeze that tingles the collective consciousness that we all share. The air is sweet and is filled with tedious elaboration and sympathetic empowerment. Only a wind from that direction could produce such a feeling. Because that's what the door is. I was thinking, let me check. I think it's time for a chorus. The life of a detective is difficult, but only because you have to figure out something to rhyme with difficult, because nothing is expected of you except the criminal's crime. And this whole case will take me minimal time, so the life of this detective is not that bad. I think that I've arrived at a solution as to who should be to blame for this fatal head confusion. I'll flesh the killer out without a reasonable confusion or doubt. The prosecution will shout, in conclusion, I'm out. I'm a king, I'm a Rex, call me Tyrannosaurus. I was thinking, let me check, there's time for a chorus. The life of a detective is hard unless you are competent like me. You can see that the killer is empirically trapped in the cage that I built with the lyrics I rapped. So the life of this detective is not that bad. The life of a detective is hard unless you're a real detective. Cause nothing's expected of you except who did the crime. I'm being quite frank, I'm done. Thanks for your time. So the life of this detective, the life of a real detective, the life of this detective is not that bad.
Hey you, where do you think you're going? I demand an explanation for your behavior. I'm out.
What do you mean you're out? Have you given up already?
My dear lady, I have not given up. I've solved the case. I'm done. I know who the murderer is. I see no reason to stay here any longer.
You know who the murderer is?
That's what I said. Well, what?
Well, if you know who the murderer is, don't you think you should...
But more importantly, how would you know who the murderer is? All you've done is walk around here for a couple minutes muttering nonsense. Don't you need to talk to us first? I, for one, refuse to take you seriously until you have at least conducted some form of interviews.
Interviews?
Yes, interviews. Have you never heard of them? In business, you
Interviews, eh? Well, why not? We'll have some interviews, if that's what you want. All of you around the table. We'll go one by one. My questions are clear. And what were you doing at the time of the crime, and right before the crime, and also after the crime? And what, did you like the gardener? Was As the old man's neighbor, you must have seen the gardener often. Did you talk to her? Know her at all? After all, your only neighbor was a murderer's victim's employer.
I'd like to speak with my lawyer.
I hate interviews. It's not the method of gathering clues I choose, cause the suspect lied. It's no surprise, cause they've got nothing to lose. So I hate interviews. Tell me what happened, or the crew will go free. If you aren't the killer, you should what the help me. I need someone to tell me while they witnessed the crime, but so far this whole ordeal has been a huge waste of time. Let's change subject. You do suspect how many people hate the gardener. Last time I checked, you think it was planned or a random act from someone who's morals are weak?
Do I have to speak?
I hate interrogation. It's just a one-sided conversation. Cause they don't talk. Oh, what a shock. They're avoiding incarceration. So I hate interrogation. I know exactly who the killer is, but that's just between you and me. I didn't really need to do all this, but it would really be a boring show if I showed it in under 5 minutes. It's supposed to be more like 30, so relax. I've got this under control. Tell me if you are the murderer, please. I don't know who it is. I'm begging on my knees. As a businessman, you surely understand negotiations. What do you want as payment for an ounce of information? If you don't comply, I launch full investigation into your financials. My probable cause is substantial. I'm highly suspicious of your money and where I want to spend it.
I plead the Fifth Amendment.
I hate interviews. It's not the method of gathering clues I choose, cause the suspect lies. It's no surprise, they've got nothing to lose. So I hate interviews. I hate interrogation. Just a one-sided conversation. Cause they don't talk. Oh, what a shock. They're working incarceration. So I hate
we won't be needing you anymore. We already know who the killer is. Her.
Person for me. I hope so.
for things that I never would do. It doesn't require much contemplation to know that the killer is you. I know it was you. Your singing is nice, but I know you did it. Your dying dreams aren't my fault. Just so you know, the worst crime I committed was just misdemeanor assault. I know it was you.
Very interesting. I'll just pop into the other room, get my notes in order, and return in a moment for the big reveal.
My good man, this is almost farcical. You must reveal who the murderer is immediately before they succeed in killing me. I simply cannot allow this to go on any longer.
And neither can I.
Are you telling me to reveal who the murderer is before I have my notes in order? How dare you! Do you have any respect at all for my methodology, for precision, for patience? I will speak when I think the moment is right, and on a moment.
Not the lights!
But I'm in business! It's her, she's dead. My business, she's been killed.
Yes, she is, isn't she?
It was you. My business partner of so many years. You killed them all, didn't you?
Indeed.
But why? What did any of them ever do to you? Your gardener? Your own in-law, the friendly neighbor? Did they try to hurt our business?
Oh, no. They heard something much more important to me. You forget, theirs were not the only deaths that occurred in this house of late. About a month ago, I lost 4 individuals who meant so much more to me than any of you.
You're not talking about those ferrets, are you?
Of course I am! But what?
But what do any of us have to do with them? Why would you kill your in-law, and your neighbor, and your gardener, just because your pet ferrets died?
Yes, that is the question, isn't it? Well, I'll tell you the story, if you wish to hear it. It all began about a month ago, the day my ferrets died. I spent the day weeping, filled with grief at my dear pet's passing at the tender age of 21. I tore my hair out, I bashed my head against the walls, I sang funeral hymns for hours for their poor little souls. But as the day went on, my grief began to turn to rage. What had happened? Who was responsible? I had to know. I began to think. I started at the beginning. Who had given me the ferrets in the first place? My neighbor. He gave them to me when they were rather young, but perhaps he had mistreated them. The first few weeks of a ferret's life are crucial for lasting health, so surely my neighbor had committed serious malpractice. So I killed him. And then the gardener that farmed the vegetables that made up a bulk of the ferret's diet. Now, a bad diet is clearly in some way responsible for their deaths. Now, I admit the vegetables always tasted perfectly fine to me, but clearly my taste buds must have deceived me.
They were literally organic.
So I killed him. And then, probably most at fault, my unforgivable daughter-in-law. I remember vividly when she had visited me some years ago, and I know this is hard to believe, she'd petted the ferrets the wrong way, rubbed the fur against the grave. Completely astounding, I know. So I killed her. And so I got revenge on the people who killed my ferrets.
You fool. You really thought you could get away with this with a man of business in the house? Your criminal activity stops right here. I got your whole confession on recording, don't you see? You're not smiling so smugly anymore, are you? I'm leaving this place immediately and turning this recording over to the proper authorities. Ha! You'll spend the rest of your life behind bars. And best of all, I'll get your shares of the business. That's right, the business.
Four murders executed flawlessly. My business partner, of course, was the one who began this entire debacle when he suggested that I retire and perhaps get a pet. Had he not done so, none of this would have happened. So I killed him. Under the pretense of inviting these four over here for a will change, I succeeded in getting revenge for my dear pets. I can rest easy, knowing that justice has been served for their tiny little souls. May they rest in peace. Truly, a perfect plan.
I wouldn't go so far to call it perfect. It was good, I'll give you that. But it wasn't without its flaws.
Flaws? Like what?
Well, before I even entered the house, I heard the birds whistling, and as someone who has studied ornithology in college, I knew exactly what they had seen. And then, as I entered the house, I saw your face pale slightly. That told me all I needed to know. And then finally, when you killed your in-law, you should have been standing a few more inches away from her, so that the bloodstains would go on the wall and not your shirt!
What do you mean? There's not even anything there.
God.
I'm gonna kill you right now, you filthy!
Chen.
And I'm Serena.
We're the directors of our final one act tonight. We hope you're having a great time and have enjoyed all the amazing one acts so far, and hope ours can leave everyone with a little inspiration. The last few weeks have been a great experience despite the occasional challenge thrown our way. Taking on the role of director is quite a different feeling than my usual position as part of set decoration, and I hope this show will bring excitement and chaos to the stage.
We'd like to take a moment to thank Miss Lynn for letting us use her classroom for our callback auditions, very, very last minute. Mr. Rodney for explaining multiple times what flat specifications mean while I stare into space, completely confused. And Mr. GK for allowing us to disrupt his piece with our extremely productive rehearsals.
Shushin and I would also like to thank our superb cast, Ray, Caitlin, Naomi, Melanie, Noah, and our inspiration, Isaac. From following our inconsistent rehearsal schedules to the few short weeks we had to rehearse because of COVID, we are extremely proud of every one of them for their great work and immense effort. We could not have asked for a better cast, truly. Hopefully, the Oreos made up for Shushin and Isaac's poor playing. We would also like to thank everyone on crew, leadership in which without them, there would be no show. A special thank you to our technical directors, Ella and Michelle, and our lovely producers, Ken and Allison, for putting up with our occasional tardiness and confusion throughout this entire process.
Finally, we'd like to congratulate all the other one-acts for producing amazing shows.
And before, I guess I'm going off script, can you all just take a moment to give a hand of applause to Shushin because she wrote the script in a night, so. Now, without further ado, we present Inspiration. Thank you.
Stupid brain. Why do I have to be sent out to buy groceries while my sister sits at home? Rainy bookstore? What sort of name is that? Might as well.
Apologies. This is the Rainy Bookstore, where forgotten stories grow into glorious books for people to read. Dodo here is a shop owner. Yes, before you ask, he is a bird, but don't worry about it. This place is magic. Oh, and the little girl that led you here? Her name's Fairy, and I'm her guardian, shop assistant here.
I don't understand.
Have a seat. Do you want something to read? What kind of books do you like? Perhaps fairy tales or murder mysteries or science fiction or choose your own adventure books? Or basic fantasy books. I hate those, but as a bookstore owner, I'm not allowed to judge people who like them. But between you and me, I really do think they're idiots.
I actually don't want to read anything.
Don't want to read anything? What has this generation become? Don't want to read anything? No one ever reads anymore. What do the stories do to you? That's right, nothing. Yet all of you young people would rather do anything else than sit and read a book like a proper person.
Don't mind him. Don't mind him. He's just a little on edge from a little problem the shop is currently facing. But anyways, what's your name?
Lucy, and I am human, by the way. What's your problem? Everything seems fine around here. Except for the fact that you're a fairy guardian and Dodo is an extinct bird.
Oh, as I said before, this place is magic. Everything here is born of human imagination, so anything can exist.
In any case, I'll tell you what the problem is. These are bookworms. They feed off of good stories. Once upon a time, my shop was filled with bookworms. But lately, the stories have been getting worse and worse. Even the bookworms don't want to stay.
Come on, Lucy. I'll show you the stories. These are the stories.
The stories are flowers?
Sort of, in a way, yes. The orbs appear here in this pond from a forest of forgotten stories. And once they do, they grow and develop into finished stories, like that one.
What's the problem then?
It's currently my Thursday. I'll tell you what the problem is. Have you seen the gas prices recently? Absolutely ridiculous.
Well, try to read one of the books.
Glory, upon a night, Shmurder, zesty cream cheese-induced hallucinations. What is this? This isn't a story.
Exactly. For some reason, the stories lately have been turning out horrible. There must be something wrong with the forest, but the only way to get there is through human imagination. Lucy, you said you're human. Wouldn't you like to help us out?
I don't know how to get there or what to expect there. How am I supposed to...
Great! You're the person. Thanks for helping out. Now let's get away from these subpar stories.
I'll tell you what's subpar. The media holds fairies to such unrealistic beauty standards.
Yes.
Hey, Dodo, am I in time for afternoon tea? I'm starving. Oh, the shop's got a guest. Hi, my name's Sven, and I can turn into a bird.
What? How? Okay, I'm just gonna ignore the ridiculousness. My name is Lucy. I cannot turn into a bird.
Sven, Lucy's helping out the shop with its subpar story for me.
Sick. Are you going into the forest then?
I am, but I don't really know how.
I do. I'll go with you. That way we can get back quickly for afternoon tea. This will do. Now imagine this train taking up into the forest.
How? That's literally a toy.
Use your imagination. Come on.
What does that even mean? Wait, hold on. We're actually on a train?
It's your imagination.
How do you know all this stuff? Plus, I thought only humans can go into the forest. Why are you still here?
Because I'm special. No, did you just doubt the train? You gotta believe in it or it'll literally disappear. Looks like we're here.
Whoa! What is that?
That's a nightmare. It eats forgotten stories and dreams. Come over here.
It eats them? Oh my god. That thing exists?
We have to imagine us back to the shop. Hurry.
Wait, hold on. There's bite marks on this orb. Is it supposed to have bite marks?
Imagine us back to the shop. Imagine us back to the shop.
Oh, thank goodness you guys made it back. I was so worried. Sven, how many times have I told you not to do things so impulsively? You could have died.
I'll tell you who died recently. Elf Presley.
I'm fine. I'm there all the time. The nightmares can't catch me. They're much too slow.
Hey, I was there too.
Oh, apologies, Lucy. You see, Sven here is the manifestation of human dreams. After all, everyone wants people to fly, right? So the nightmare, the monster you saw in the forest, would only go after him and leave you, the human, completely alone. But anyways, whatever you discover in the forest, you can come share with us over afternoon tea. And, not to brag, but I've been told I make superb biscuits.
So did you find anything?
Well, there were these bite marks on the orbs.
Why is that important? Might have been a nightmare.
No, definitely not. Those things inhale multiple orbs at once. There's no way they left when there were bite marks on it.
Maybe one got sick. Who knows?
Take this seriously, you foolish boy!
In any case, seems like a big problem. What should we do about it, Dodo?
I want to go in again.
What? Are you sure?
Of course. I want to figure out who's ruining all the stories.
Sweet. I'll go with you. Let's take this whale this time.
getting better at this.
Why are you coming with me again?
Because I'm your friend, duh.
Okay, listen. What if I don't want to go home? I hate my sister. I hate my own life. What if I have to get someone to buy groceries?
Where's all this coming from? I mean, you could always stay the night at the shop. The shop assistant could always use help with Dodo's awful temper.
Then I want to do that. What about you? Where's your home?
I live everywhere. I live in the shop, in the forest. Sometimes I spend the night in someone's chains. I'm looking for my person.
Your person?
The person who imagined me into existence. They must really need a friend, and I want to help them. But it's been so long, they might have forgotten about me. No matter though. I'll find them one day. I'm destined to.
Oh, then I really hope you find whoever they are.
What? Oh, we're here then.
This doesn't look like where we were before. Sven? Where'd you go? Whoa, who are you?
Have you seen a nightmare? I was keeping an eye on one, but I lost it. Oh no, oh no, oh no.
Mr. Ghost, are you okay?
I need to find a nightmare.
Well, I need to find my friend. Let's go together.
You asked for my name earlier. I guess I don't really have one. I'm just a ghost. But if I had to name myself, I'd call myself Inspiration.
Inspiration?
Do you want to read my book?
This is blank.
Oh, of course it is. What have I become? I used to write so many famous stories when I was alive, but died before I could finish my last one. How dare the world be this cruel? I want my story back. I want my story back. I've been searching in this forest for years. Where can my story go? This isn't it either. Where is it?
Hey, wait, hold on.
Hey, who was that just now?
Where have you been? You can't just disappear like that.
Not exactly my fault, Lucy. Your dad and me drove me away for a while.
What doubt?
On the way, you must have had some doubt. No matter though, who was that just now?
Inspiration.
What?
The ghost. His name is Inspiration. He's been taking bites out of the orbs to find his long-lost story.
We have to follow him then. Come on.
No, stop him!
Why? Why is that orb really important?
I don't know. I've seen it before. Just stop him.
No, it's my story. I have to finish my story.
No, it's not. Give it.
It's mine. I have to finish my story.
Stop it.
It's you. It's you in here. Someone must have written a story about you and forgotten about it.
Huh? Give it. I want to see. It is me. This is the story my sister wrote about me when we were younger. Stay still. You're coming back with us.
Stop letting me.
I'll let you go when you stop trying to escape.
What is this? How dare you cause a ruckus in my shop?
This is the thing that's been ruining all the stories. He's been taking bites out of them.
What? You've been biting my books? Unacceptable! Unacceptable!
Wait, books?
Yes, books. The orbs come here and are turned into books.
What have I done? I only wanted to finish my story.
Unacceptable. You must pay for what you've done.
Please, I only wanted to finish my story.
You know what, Ghostwriter? I'll go easy on you. You must rewrite every book in my shop, all of the subpar stories. If your stories aren't up to my standards, see
what happens to you. Wait and see.
I'll tell you what books are subpar. Harry Potter.
Well, that's problem solved then, right? I should really get home to my sister. She probably misses me.
Oh, Lucy, you have to promise to come back, okay? The Rainy Bookstore will always welcome you.
Of course. Where else would I get such superb afternoon tea? Hey, Sven. Bye.
What? Bye, Lucy.
Oh, I almost forgot. Bye, Mary. Thank you for your illuminating insight.
Oh, don't mind me. Don't say bye to me. Poor little Dodo.
Tell me